Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here, Plan with Elise, and today we are setting up my currently page for November. So I have a happy planner currently here, but I need to cut it because this is going to go in my Moxie Life planner, and I don't need the punched part. So we're going to make this a little bit shorter, and I'm also going to, or more narrow, and I'm also going to trim, I think, about here on the bottom. A paper trimmer would probably result in a cleaner cut, or a more straight cut, but it's okay. All right, so I pulled out Seasonal Love from Live Love Posh because I really love this sticker book. I think it's such a fun style, and I was originally going to use some of the like scrapbook style pages, but I think instead I want to go big with these florals, like right here. I think that that looks really cute. And then we can also put some washi strips down at the bottom, but I'm going to cover up this take note. And then I'm also probably going to cover up the priorities and the important section. Covered. Okay, now let's come back and look for the washi style sticker strips. I think that this green would be really pretty here. So I'm going to grab this. These do curl when you pull them up, so you just kind of want to be careful and like maybe put it on your hand as you're working on it. And then we're just going to add this right down here at the bottom. Although, you know what I need to do? I need to measure the planner first and make sure that this is going to fit in my Moxie Life before I keep putting things at the bottom, because I have like this weird feeling, whoops, that I didn't cut this right. So of course the planner is not in reach, so I'm gonna have to grab that momentarily, but we'll put this down. And then we have just like a really pretty border here. So it looks like I actually did a perfect cut here, so I'm okay, which I'm glad that I figured that out. That was something that needed to be figured out. All right, now let's come over here, and I'm gonna want to use these letters, but I just want to size them. Okay, we're going to be a tiny bit short. So November. We have 8 letters in November, so N-O-V, nope, N-O-V. E and M need to be in the middle. So let's put this here. Come down a little bit maybe. E, M, and then we need V. It's weird that I pulled off the N first. I don't normally do that. O, let's do this one since I have the green N. Go a little bit lower. These like just fit here, so you want to be careful. We can do the mustard B. Let's do, we don't have another green E, so let's do this darker red, which I haven't used yet. And then R, we can do, let's do the green R. All right, that looks good. There's a tiny little bit here on the other side, so I'm just going to kind of trim those tiny little pieces just so that it fits perfectly when I put this in my Moxie Life. Now, I want small header boxes, so I'm going to pull out, let's do these 2 colors. Actually, I don't want that one. I want to do priorities right here. Straight though. And then we're going to do another box right here. Okay, so does this sticker book, does it have numbers? Oh, we do have numbers. Okay, perfect. So now I can take these numbers, because these are paper, I don't really need to cover up what's underneath them. So now we can add my 1, 2, 3 for priorities. This is coming together really easily. Hopefully I'm not jinxing myself, but I feel like this is the perfect sticker book for currently because I'm getting everything I need really easily. Okay, now let's come back to our, oh, I wanted to put the words currently here. So with our R's, I feel like I'm going to run into a color issue. So I actually am going to do an old trick that I don't really do anymore with rulers, but we're going to kind of figure out our letters first and our color scheme to make sure that I have all the letters I need. So I have a lot of C's. If I could do a green U, that would be good. T, let's do another T in green. Or let's do a T in another green. T. L, we can do the mustard. I'm not really following a specific pattern here. I'm just kind of making sure that I have enough of each one. And then Y, we can do the peach. I could also do a peach C if I have one. I do. Okay, these are going to take up a lot of space, but I think it's going to look good if I center it. Whoops. No. Oh my goodness. Ah. Okay, well, that was a disaster. Okay. Well, at least we know what we need. Okay, so Currently. E needs to be in the middle. Luckily, we know where the middle is because of that line there. And I'm just kind of layering it over the washi or the sticker strip. Oh. These are very sticky stickers. Bye. And then here, I think we can just pop these in together. They're gonna be a little bit crooked, but okay. Oh, that looks so pretty. It looks so nice and like bold. I really like that look. Now we are ready for boxes. So I really wanted to embrace these style boxes that have kind of the pre-made layers to them. So I'm going to shift this over here and put this down. Then let's do, I really like this red one. And I'm just going to kind of layer each of them. Now we're going to take another green. Maybe put this like here. And then I could have space for one more if I take this peach and put it right here, right at the edge. But I need to cover up underneath because you're going to see that green through, and I don't want to see that green through. Okay. Little crooked with this one. So I think we should fix it. Let me grab my undo adhesive remover because I'm never going to be able to pull that up without ripping it. So just really let that soak. There's such a balance of how much undo to put down. I find that if I don't put down enough, the sticker kind of rips the back of the page a little bit, but if I put down too much, it's a mess. And undo is not inexpensive, so I don't want to overuse it. Okay. Let's try to kind of come back to this layer and get this down straight. I'm going to use that line as sort of my indicator point. Okay, I think that looks good. But now we need to let it dry and I need to go wash my hands. I pulled out Mojo Jojo Plan's Currently book, which is a go-to of mine for Currently pages. And I'm going to take Feeling, and I'm purposely grabbing the clear, even though you probably know clear stickers are not my favorite, but because I know that this is a really thin box, I wanted to make sure that you could see over it, and the white overprint on a paper sticker wasn't going to cover that up. So we have Feeling. Let's do Reading, maybe here. Organizing. Then Traveling, because we will be traveling to Chicago. We have 2 more. Let's do Planning. And then for this last one, let's do Watching, because James and I are usually watching some new show. Not new, but like new to us. Okay, so this is actually one where I'm going to want to take the paper one because I'm going to want to cover that up so that you can actually read the word. Can't get this off. Come on. I'm going to put Watching right here. I feel like that may be it. There's not that much more to do here. Let's add something in up here a little bit. But when you have the right stickers, these spreads come together so quickly. I think that this could be pretty on the side here. I think that would be nice, but I need to pull this up a little bit. So we're going to just turn this upside down because it'll be easier for me. Get this like really straight here. And then I'm going to cut this right along that leaf like that, and then put this back down because that's still plenty of space for me to write how I'm feeling. Okay. That was really easy. I feel like it was almost too easy. I don't even know how long we've been here, but it hasn't been long. I think it's perfect. This is perfect for me. Okay, now the next step is adding it to my Moxie Life. So I'm going to just take some correction tape and cover up this because I don't want to see it through. I don't know if you would, but I'm just going to cover that anyway. Kind of flatten that. I'm not always good at using correction tape. Then we're going to grab my tape runner. This is a scrapbook.com tape runner. I usually use it for memory keeping, but it's good for this too. And I'm just going to try to get all 4 corners. I don't really need besides that, or all 4 like edges. Okay, now comes the part that I have to be really good at. Just kind of lining this up, the top and the bottom and the left side. I've got a little bit of space on the right, but it's perfect. And it's in my planner really nicely. So I think that we are all set. Seasonal Love comes in 2 sets. There is January through June and July to December. I love these sticker books. I was sent a set from Live Love Posh, but I also purchased another set because I really love these. So I highly recommend picking them up if you haven't already. Code Elise10 for a discount. I'll also link this tape runner from scrapbook.com if you are interested. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate your support, and I will see you next time.